Good morning, guys. Today I wanted to talk about how to actually complete a tax return and then complete the bank product on the tax return and actually transmit the return. So today we're going to be in a managed return. We already have a return open. So this is again, this is just a demo return. I will I'm going to show you how to go into a return. So we'll click edit and we will be in interview mode. So you have already put in all the client's information. You have completed their federal and their state tax return, and you will come to review. This is where you'll be able to complete and let the software know that you have reviewed the information, you have completed the return, and then you'll be able to add the bank application. So we go to review, come down here, we're just going through and making sure that the return is complete. There are a couple of options here. If your client's check is going to come to the office, you want to check receive a paper check. Okay. If you want their information to be, if you want their monies to be deposited into a direct deposit account, then you would check direct deposit and put in their information for their routing number and account number to be able to get those funds deposited into their account, but you can still do a bank product. We'll do a receive a paper check, save and continue. Do you want to make estimated tax payments for 2018? If your client wishes that, you can check yes. Most of the clients will not like that option. Here you are reviewing your tax return that you have created. So 1040, all the schedules, all the worksheets are there. This is your 8879. So e-file using self-select PIN. We have used a PIN of 12345 for the ERO. But for the client, you'll come in and click auto generate, and it'll auto generate based on the last 5 of their social. Save and continue. State a return if you would like to revisit. We don't have a reason, so we'll go save and continue here. That is ready to file. Filing confirmation. I understand that return with an unchecked box or unfinished status above will not be filed. So if you don't want the Michigan return to be e-filed at this time, you can uncheck this. But I would check it, and there's an option later on if when you're e-filing if you don't want to submit the return for state. This is going to show you your federal refund, your state refund, and I have reviewed this return. Save and continue. This screen is important. So the complete return screen, you have to come here and tell the software that you have actually reviewed the return and the return is complete. So are you ready to mark the return completed? By default, this will say yes. File return electronically. This will also be a default option for filing electronically. Are you ready to mark the return as reviewed? You have to click this option as yes. If you don't do it, then it will not give you the option to electronically file it. Save and continue the return. And now it will bring you back to manage returns. First thing I like to do is get the signature. So come in here, get the client signature. This will sign federal, state, bank products, EIC due diligence worksheets. So you will simply use the mouse and get the client signature. This is a married filing joint return, so we're going to also get the spouse's signature, save the signature, and the screen will remain open. So you actually have to close that screen. Let's verify just to make sure that the signature actually stuck. Go back, open, signature did stay there. We'll close it. Now we'll scroll down. You want to go to payment and e-file details. Once you have set up your invoice in the setup option like we talked about in a different video, your button should be live now. So now we want to actually start the payment. Start payment. Important. When you come here, you would tell the return that you need to add a new invoice. If you have already created an invoice, there will already be an invoice up on top, so you don't need to add a new invoice. You can edit that same invoice. Let's add this invoice. Add an invoice. Once we click that, the invoice popped up. In this invoice, you can do, if you need to modify any charges, if you need to give discounts, if you need to make any changes to the invoice, you will be able to do it here. Let's do a discount just so you can see that. We have a few options. So let's say you want to give them a $50 discount, or this client brought a flyer. You can simply click that and it will take the $50 off. You can see that right here. If you want to charge them for extra, we had set this up. So if you would like to charge them extra 10 minutes because you spent the extra time with them, you can also charge that. Or you can set up a new. These are the ones we have already created in the system, but you can actually give them a new discount, or you can do additional charges as you would like. So if you wanted to do a discount here, you would simply do discount $75, continue, and now you have a discount here. We actually have given this client, so now it's in red that this is how much they have to pay. You have two routes to take for this. Again, this is a federal and state. We want to do a bank product, so we're going to hit banking, hit continue. And you will come to the screen. This is where you can pick the option for what kind of product you want to do. So for banking, this is the EPS application. We have the advanced, so you can just do advanced with refund transfer if you're doing the advanced. If you're doing the just the refund transfer only, then you would just click refund transfer only. So let's actually do an advanced for this client. Whether this taxpayer is applying for the plus up loan, yes or no, because there's two tiers. There's this year you have the option to do the advance, which is $1,000, and then an additional $2,500 or $1,500 for the plus up loan, and then you would hit yes, and then you can pick the option that they would like to collect with. So let's go down. EPS disbursement options. How would you want this client to receive this money? Do you want to do the check? If you receive the E1 cards, then you would do E1 cards. Direct deposit. We talked about this earlier. In the return, but at the end, you have the option to do the paper check, or you want to do direct deposit. So now, if you want to do direct deposit, you had to put the direct deposit information in the return, and then you'll come here and do the direct deposit. You also have the Walmart direct to cash option. This is the most important option. This is the state refund transfer. You would want to make sure that this is checked. The reason you want to make sure that this is checked is this is an additional insurance, just in case for some reason their federal return does not come through. They owe the IRS, or they have some sort of a debt that the IRS is going to take. Then if the state refund comes through, you'll get your fees. So this is a very important option. I would recommend that you do check this for each return that has a state refund coming. And then, how would you like to do the advance? How would you like to receive that? Would you like to receive that as a check, or you would like to put that on their E1 card? If you check this, you'll see that option goes away. Military questions, whether the taxpayer is in active military, you want to answer that question. Spouse is active military or not. Save and continue. Here you will put in the client's information for their ID and email security questions. Here you have to open each of these hyperlinked forms and review them with the client before you say yes. So you simply open each one, and then you would click yes on this option that you have reviewed these forms with the client. And now you would be able to transmit this return. Actually, this is a return that I'm showing you, but this is the next screen that would pop up after the bank application, and you would be able to 1040 and pick the return for the state that you would want to file, and then simply hit transmit now, and the return is transmitted to the IRS. Guys, that is how you do a bank product. I hope this video will help. It walks you through how to actually collect a payment via the bank product, which is the easiest way to do it, and which you should be doing because all your competitors are doing this option. Your client walks away with a copy of their tax return. They don't have to pay you anything out of pocket. It is a win-win situation. The money is direct deposited into your account to collect the fees. So in my opinion, this is an amazing option to offer to your clients. Offer bank products to increase your practice. Guys, have a good day and a good tax season. Let's knock out the competition with Taxprolink.